Welcome back, jeez. Welcome back, peeps, to another Does It Mix video. Today, we got the Connoisseur special. We got a red wine, and we got a Scotch. Oh, damn. So, I have a Scotch that I like, and a wine that I like, but will they go together? We're here to find out. So, kind of what I was thinking with this one is with a lot of peated scotches, they get like finished in PX Sherry or Oloroso wine casks. So, why not mix them together? I know there's a couple cocktails that actually dress it with some wine on top. So, this will be interesting. Today, we got Lagavulin 9-year-old Game of Thrones edition. It's sitting at 46% ABV. I went with Lagavulin because it's pretty well-known Scotch, peated Scotch, Islay, and I love the 16-year-old and I love the 9-year-old. Both are fantastic. So over here we have a Portuguese red wine. It is the Confidential Reserva 2017. It's sitting at 13.5%. That's usually what wine is around, like 10 to 14% usually. But this one, I chose this one because it's one of my favorites. This one is a go-to red wine. The price is insane. Would you believe me if it was $12? I bought probably about, I want to say 15 of these bottles, and it never disappoints. The level of flavor is amazing. And just to let you all know what my flavor profile is for red wines, I do like more dry Tuscan Italian wines. Although one of my favorites is Amarone from Italy. Brunellos are always good. Barolos are always good. Obviously, you have some that are alright, but for the most part, that's kind of what I'm looking for. So just on the nose for the red wine, it's good. A buttery blackberry cherry aromas. Very, very nice. The blackberry comes through, but it also hits you with a little bit of blueberry. And just a little tart of cherry. Not too much, but it's there. Tannins, medium to low. Not getting too much dryness out of it, so maybe a medium on the tannins. But damn, that is fine. I do not like super sweet wines. A lot of the California wines I've had were way too sweet. Even if I bought one from like $100, it was just way too sweet. Way overwhelming. Not my flavor profile. This I would recommend if you like more on the dry, tart, not too sweet, but perfect. Right down the middle. All right, Jack, we're rolling. Let's get this Lagavulin out. Such a tease. All right, Lagavulin 9-year-old Game of Thrones edition. Ooh, huge barley note. A very nice cereal grain note. It kind of hits you with some black pepper right on the front. Maybe a little bit of clove. The peat isn't overwhelming, but it is there. Very, very obvious. Getting a little bit of tobacco leaf as well. Oh, Lagavulin is just fantastic. Oh. Oh. What happened there? That is not Lagavulin 16. That is something else. It does have a layer of sweetness already to it. So I'm kind of wondering what the wine's going to do to it. I'm getting a little bit of walnut. Maybe a little coconut. It's odd. The peat is there. It does end with a nice spice to it. Like a black pepper spice finish to it. That's pretty fantastic. Just by itself. But we're here to see if it mixes. It's not enough. That's enough. The hand rub. You get a lot of seaside salt. Seaside air, you know, like the salty air. A little bit of buttery wood notes. All right, so we're just gonna add a little bit at a time. You can see the red wine does take over for the color. Smoky blackberry. That is interesting. What? Peaty blackberry. That's what it is. The texture that the wine adds is more velvety, a very thick texture. It kind of numbed the peat impact, but brought up a little bit of sweetness, like a blueberry sweetness. That's interesting. So what happens is the wine shows up right on the front of the palate with sweetness, but then it quickly goes away. The middle is all your Lagavulin, Islay, Scotch notes, so your peat and your deep wood. But then it finishes off with there's this weird spike of like walnut at the end of this. That's the best way I can describe that note. It's like a nut. And it shows up when it gets mixed with the Islay Scotch. I'm curious on if we add more wine than peat. So it goes like this. It goes wine sweetness into peaty Scotch into a sharp walnut spike from the wine into the peat finish. So let's see how this goes. I am kind of thinking it's going to shorten that middle palate of the Islay Scotch. I'm still smelling that peat. I'm still smelling that blackberry peat. It's interesting. It didn't really go away. That is also interesting. Oh, wow. So what happened there was it kind of just stayed. It stayed as a sweet smoke, peat. And then it just stayed all the way through until the end, and the finish kept the peat going. And you still get that walnut finish from this wine particularly. That's actually pretty good. I don't know which one I would prefer. Thinking about it, I think I would prefer the majority to be the Islay Scotch, just because it gives more of a variety in the ride of the flavor profile. The nose stays the same on both, but I think I would rather enjoy it if the flavor profile changed while I was tasting it. But yeah, this works. Islay Scotch and red wine, it mixes. I would give this blueberry habanero chicken wings with blue cheese. That was pretty fantastic. I wouldn't mind having that. Good boy, Jack. May the roof above us never fall in, and we friends beneath never fall out. And by all means, try this cocktail, if you can call it a cocktail. Cheers. Now, I would have gone with the Lagavulin 16, but I'm almost out of that one. And I want to save that for the King of Peat video, where it's going to go up against some hard hitters from Ardbeg, Octomore, so Bruichladdich, and Compass Box, I think. I think I want to do all those, see which one wins. Blind tasting, I think it'll be good.